Yo, what's up guys, it is Seahawks Area back with another video, and today I'm giving you my 5 best NFL catches I've ever seen. I'm making an exception for 2 of these. Normally in videos like this where I rank stuff, or from what I've ever seen, it's only that I watched live. I'm making an exception to 2 of them because it's hard to not have 2 of these on a list like this, so hopefully you enjoyed the video, and as always, go Hawks. Catch 5, and I can already smell dislikes coming for what I'm about to say, and maybe comments about why this is so low, but it's Odell's one-handed catch. My reasoning, I just feel like I've seen better catches. Shoot me if you want. I don't really blame you, but this is also one of the exceptions that I was talking about, because even though I didn't see this live, because I didn't care about football at the time, it's hard not to have this in a list like this because it's one of the most iconic NFL and just sports plays in general. Happened during the prime era of sports, and then the whole thing about kids being like, "Yo, Odell me real quick." Maybe they still do that. I'm not sure, but yeah, I just feel like I've seen better catches in my life, but I will not discredit Odell's one-handed catch from being one of the best I've ever seen. Comes in at number 5. Catch 4, this is my other exception catch, and it's probably going to be another heavily criticized one, but it's the David Tyree catch. I know what it is. I get why people would probably roll their eyes and be like, "What the hell? This is better than number 4." I get it, but I don't even know if I was alive for this, but I was maybe a year old when this sketch happened, and I never really watched it a lot. I have talked about this on my channel before when I did the best plays in NFL history, something like that. But yeah, I know the situation of this. Eli Manning threw this in the midst of being sacked, and David Tyree had a fucking magnet on his head or something and caught it with his helmet. I get why. I get why. Okay, I understand why this should probably be higher, but didn't watch this live. I've watched it maybe 2 times in my life, so I don't know how I could rank it higher. And plus, like I said about the last one, I just feel like I've seen better catches, and that in these next 3, I actually did watch live. So that's what I kind of base these off of. But like I said about Odell's as well, I will not discredit this as being one of the best catches ever, and it comes in at catch number 4. Catch 3, this is one of the greatest Super Bowl catches of all time. One of the best playoff catches of all time. It's Julian Edelman's catch in Super Bowl 51 against the Atlanta Falcons. One of the most clutch catchers of all time. Patriots, in the midst of their 28-3 comeback against the Falcons, I think it was the 4th quarter, Brady threw a ball in double coverage to Julian Edelman. I think it was Robert Alford and Keanu Neal in coverage. Alford tries to make a play, or he does make a play. He tips it. Edelman catches it, then drops it, and then with a nanosecond to think, he gets his fingers barely under it and has this much room, but he hauls it in, and upon further review, the Falcons were pissed off, absolutely pissed off. But I remembered I was 10 or something when this catch happened. This was one of the first NFL games I watched, start to finish, I think, at a family friend's house during a Super Bowl party or something. But I didn't really understand what it was, but I do remember in the back of my mind seeing this and just being just shell-shocked, my 10-year-old self at the TV. And I think my family friends were Patriot fans, so they were going crazy the whole second half of this game, but especially on this catch. So yeah, 3rd best catch I've ever seen, and possibly the greatest Super Bowl catch in NFL history. catch too. We got Justin Jefferson's catch against the Bills on 4th and 18 in 2022. This catch is... This ball was in the Bills defender's hands at one point in the play, but Jefferson still caught it. I remember my eyes glued on the TV during this game. This game was amazing to watch. And I look away for a second, a literal second, after I see it in the Bills player's hands. I look back up, and the Vikings sideline is going insane. I was like, what just happened? I swear, I always miss like the good stuff because I look away for a second. But watching the replay of this, how did he do that? How did Justin Jefferson do this? Apart from the fact that he's literally just the new Randy Moss. But man, just the situation of this, 4th and 18. I'm pretty sure Kirk Cousins was getting sacked or about to be sacked. And then he just lobs it up in, triple coverage. And then Justin Jefferson, being the best receiver in football, just comes down with it. I don't know what the percentage of that play was, like, during the whole thing. I don't know the catch percentage of that. But it had to be less than 1. Especially when it was in the Bills player's hands. But yeah, Justin Jefferson's Houdini catch comes in at number 2. And the number 1 best catch I've ever seen in NFL history. Call me biased because I totally am. Like, seriously, I'm biased. I don't care for this one. Week 5, 2019, Russell Wilson to Tyler Lockett toe tap for a touchdown. This catch had a 6.3% chance of happening. Probably less than that during the whole midst of the play, but Russell Wilson scrambles in the pocket, like always, because his line sucks. In those ugly action green uniforms. I'm sorry, but I hate them. Surveys, nowhere to go, back of the end zone, touchdown, Tyler Lockett. Great call by Joe Buck. But just watch the replay of it and just strictly look at Lockett because, like Troy Aikman said, I don't know how Russell Wilson thought he'd be able to fit this ball in, but shit, somehow he did. That's just Russell Wilson magic. That was pure 2019 Russell Wilson magic. That whole season for him was just magic. But yeah, Tyler Lockett with like this much room makes the best catch I've ever seen. And please call me biased because I know I am. And I'll tell you here first, I don't care. Seattle fans are biased. We love being biased. We're always going to be biased. I'm always going to be biased. I love talking good about Seattle, but biased or not, I would still probably say this is the best catch if I wasn't a Seattle fan. So, Tyler Lockett's toe tap catch comes in at catch number 1. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe, and turn the notification bell on so you'll never miss an upload. I will see you in the next video. Go Hawks!